Hi friends, Dr. Vinod here, getfitwithmaths.com. Today's topic is going to be an interesting one, hence I decided to make two videos, one in English and one in Tamil separately. What is the topic? Yeah, it's about how to prevent cancer. I think this is going to be a very useful topic later on down the lane because there are so many people suffering from cancer these days, and just 20 years ago cancer was a disease that was found in fewer families. But as time goes by, we are seeing it more and more, and it is becoming very common among so many people and families throughout India and the world. And this is exactly the reason why we should learn some of the basics in preventing cancer. So before we go forward with this topic, I'd like to discuss two things with you. That is modifiable risk factors and non-modifiable risk factors for cancer. As we already discussed in another topic, the non-modifiable risk factors are of course age, sex, your race and your genetics. All these cannot be changed. Certain types of cancers occur more in older people, certain types of cancers occur more in women or more in men, certain types of cancers occur more in Indians or Asians or Europeans or Americans, Orientals. So you get the gist, right? So certain types of cancer occur in certain groups of people, so we cannot change who we are. Okay, so these factors are non-modifiable risk factors. But what can we change to reduce the risk of cancer in our lives? Yes, the modifiable risk factors include obviously cessation of smoking, because smoking, we already know that smoking causes 50% of cancers, guys, come on. So please kindly give up smoking. Don't just reduce smoking, but totally give it up. So in studies that have been made so far, smokers have found to have more cancer, but at the same time, those who have reduced smoking have been found to have lesser cancer, and those who have not smoked at all have been found to have very low chances of cancer. So among these three groups, I'm sure you should select the ones who are actually not smoking. And by smoking, I mean not just active smoking, but also passive smoking. Just sitting next to your friend and saying, "Hi boy, let's talk for a while," and talking with a friend who is smoking for the next 30 minutes is going to put you at risk, at the same risk as this guy. Perhaps passive smoking may even be more dangerous than active smoking. I'm not telling you to start active smoking, but I'm telling you that passive smoking may be even more dangerous than active smoking. So give up both active smoking or passive smoking, doesn't matter. So when you go to places where there are a lot of cigarette smoke in the air or any kind of pollution in the air, make sure to wear a surgical mask. So if you are in cities with high pollution score in the air, on the atmosphere, make sure to wear a surgical mask when you go out. This will drastically reduce your chances of getting lung cancer. So that is one of the modifiable risk factors. The other modifiable risk factor is of course your diet. You should be having a lesser amount of simple carbohydrates, more amount of complex carbohydrates, more protein, and obviously more fiber and antioxidants in your diet. So the role that fiber plays is it helps in digestion and in better movement of the food through your intestines, reducing the risk of colon cancers. And of course, more antioxidants mean more fighting against free radical deposits in the body, and because of that, your chances of cancer throughout your body goes down. So how do you determine which foods have more antioxidants? Good question. There is something called ORAC value. So ORAC value, the higher it is in foods, the more antioxidant capacity it has. So you will be surprised, green tea has a very low ORAC value compared to Indian foods like amla or even triphala, which is one of the Ayurvedic medicines that has been used. And of course, everyday foods such as garlic and cloves. You'll be very surprised to know that cloves have an ORAC value of around 300,000, which is very high. And amla has a similar ORAC scores. I'm going to put the ORAC scores over here on the screen where you can see them. And I'm also going to compile a list of foods with high ORAC values for you. Try to include more of these in your diet. And of course, several studies have shown that including 4 or 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily in your diet reduces your risk of cancer by a lot, more than 50 or 60%. So just giving up smoking, having a healthy diet, and eating 4 or 5 servings of fruits and vegetables will reduce your risk of cancer by more than 60%. What more do you need? Yes, the other modifiable risk factor is obesity. So you can reduce your chances of obesity by not just having a good diet, but also going out and working out. So working out is not putting yourself through exhaustion every day. That is not what is called working out. Working out is giving yourself a moderate difficulty workout every day for 30 to 40 minutes. You should not be exhausting yourself throughout the workout, but you should be having a good amount of difficulty while you're doing it, and you should not be exhausted at the end of the workout. Do this kind of a workout 30 to 40 minutes every day. For example, it could be power walking, it could be jogging, it could be cycling, it could be circuit workout combined with power walking. So all these are examples that you can include at your home or outdoors or in the gym, right? So exercise well, eat a good diet, include ORSE foods, include high fiber foods, give up smoking. Do all these changes and you will see a marked reduction in your chances of getting cancer. And I'm going to give you a bonus tip here. All of us know that plastic, when heated and taken in, causes or leads to a high risk of cancer. In fact, any kind of chemical taken over a long period of time increases your chances of cancer. So try to reduce your intake of foods with a lot of preservatives in it. So pre-packaged foods are a good example. Try to reduce your consumption of pre-packaged foods or foods that you order from food delivery apps. You can reduce it to twice a week rather than having it every day. And of course, try to reduce your consumption of food from plastic utensils. Try to use glass and porcelain, especially when you're using the microwave. I'm not saying that microwave could be a direct cause, but it could be one of the reasons. So try to use glass or porcelain when you're using the microwave. Try to use more of your stove for cooking and heating, and use the microwave lesser. Let's also not forget ultraviolet rays are one of the prime reasons for skin cancer in many people. So if you're genetically susceptible to skin cancer, please use your sunscreen when you're going out, especially if you're going to be out for more than 20 or 30 minutes under the hot sun. So also try to use sunscreen when you're indoors if you're genetically susceptible to skin cancer. Another bonus tip is phytoestrogens. They are basically estrogen-like compounds found in certain fruits and vegetables and cereals that will help you to reduce your risk of lung cancer. I'm going to enclose a few articles related to this and also a picture with a list of foods that have phytoestrogens. So have a look. If you're very thoughtful about taking soy, we can reduce soy consumption, but please go ahead with the other sources. So try to incorporate these bonus tips also, and you will find that your risk of cancer reduces by more than half. Especially if you have the cancer gene in your family, you should be following all these points and taking care of your health. Don't forget, sleep well, have lesser stress, because more stress leads to more chances of sugar or diabetes and obesity, which are both inflammatory conditions. And when you have more inflammation in your body, you increase your risks of cancer. So take care, guys. Please keep in good health. And if you learned something through this video, please give me a like, save, share, subscribe, click the bell icon. Bye-bye.